this is Stampy, and welcome to a Let's Play on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Kernel Corn. This episode is all about Kernel Corn, and I love this guy. This guy is, I think, probably out of the newer characters, like the newest group, I think this guy is my favorite. Like, not because necessarily I like the look of him or because the style, I just think he is just so strong. He's just so powerful, and like, it's not like he's overpowered because like he hasn't got the most health and he has to reload a lot. It's not like he's unbeatable, but he's just so much fun to use. So let's go dress him up. Let's have a nice hula beard, shall we? So let's go and let's make him look awesome. And then let's go and jump straight into doing some multiplayer then, shall we? So I think he's pretty good for any game mode, to be honest. Like he's pretty versatile. I think kind of similar to Super Brains in the last episode. You can kind of take him wherever you want. Let's do Vanquish Confirmed, just because we haven't done Vanquish Confirmed very much. And he's pretty quite good for this because you generally don't want to be like a longer range character in this game mode, because the way this works is after you vanquish someone, you got to go to kind of where they got taken out to kind of pick. I can't remember what it is, but you pick something up. And so you kind of want to be a close range character, because otherwise if you take someone out, you're going to have to cross like the entire map to go and get them. And Kernel Corn's pretty close range. Like his main weapons, the Cob Busters, as they're called, is they're not the most accurate at range, so you generally want to be pretty close. And in fact, most of his weapons are best for close range battles. So once we get into the game, I'm going to talk about his abilities. And when I talk about these abilities, like I'm always talking about like the default ones, because you can unlock and kind of change what abilities you have as each characters. But for this series, I'm kind of just focusing on like all of the default characters and like the default abilities, because then I know like whatever I talk about is kind of something that as everyone has. And what are we doing? Are we in like the end of the game here? I had a sense we're at the end of the game. Oh no, we are pretty much at the very begining, which is quite handy. So let's go and charge in straight away and try and do as much damage as we can. Let's try and fire this off. I'm going to get taken out here, but that's okay, because I've only just started. So yeah, I didn't really have a much of a chance. Oh, look what he's wearing. Yeah, I didn't really have much of a chance to talk about what I was doing then. I kind of just got taken out immediately. So what does he have? He has got the butter barrage, which he throws something down, and you'll actually see like corn raining from the sky and taking people out that way. And there we go. There's the orbs you pick up. He's also got the this one, the suck shot, which shoots just like that. Pretty simple. And then yeah, there's the other move which you just saw me do, which is I think it's the husk hop, where you kind of jump over and start shooting down, which is just like. That's like the coolest thing in the game, I think. I think that move is the single coolest thing that there is in this game, and I want to duck down and get away there, and I wasn't able to do it in time. So yeah, this is a bit crazy at the moment. I kind of haven't had time to get into the game. I was kind of thrown straight into it, and this is a very chaotic game at the moment. So sometimes like games are slow, sometimes they're fast, and this is definitely a much faster game. So you can see me here trying to back. I'm not going to do like any damage against him. Then was my aim that bad? I thought I was doing at least a little bit of damage. Luckily, I can use the husk hop to get out of danger. Like, I often kind of do that as a bit of a last resort, because it's very hard for people to hit you while you're doing that move. And this is going to be a great opportunity to use the butter barrage, because there's a group of them, including some tough ones. If they get anywhere in that area, it's going to do a lot of damage against them. And there you go. You can see I got some good assist points there. There's the super brains. I'm just going to stay back and doing as much damage as I can. So I'm not the best at long range. So if something long range kind of starts attacking me in a situation like that, I'm just going to back off. But seeing as they weren't really shooting me very much, I don't think it was a problem for me just to kind of stay back and doing as much damage. I was just got taken out there by a very good imp pump there. Is that what it's called? Imp punk or something like that? I'm not entirely sure. And so, as you can see, like every time I spawn, I'm kind of spawning and I'm facing them. And I don't really like that. I kind of prefer to sort of take my time and pick my own fights. We seem to be doing okay, though. We seem to be winning the game. And I think that's much more despite me rather than because of me at the moment. And I'm getting scared. Yeah, I knew I was getting shot from behind there. So this is going to be a good opportunity to jump over him. And no, that was my guy. That was a corn guy. I always get confused because of their custom classes. Like when the game first came out, it was kind of very easy just to tell who everyone is. But as people start getting dressed more and more crazy, like kind of the more and more difficult it becomes to work out kind of who they are. Because normally in games like this, like above your teammate's head would be like their name or a little arrow or something, just so you can kind of tell exactly which team everyone's on. But on this game there isn't, which is, and I think it is needed, to be honest, just so you can very easily tell, like just at a very quick glance, who everyone is. Like if you look at someone for a while, you know, you're going to work it out pretty easily, but sometimes you just want to have a quick glance, and that was quite good there, because I died while doing the husk hop. And so I kind of left, if I can see it here, or you can't really see it, but I left my orb really high up in the sky. So unless they have a character that can jump up there, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for them to be able to get that. So let's go into, oh, I was shooting my teammate. That's why I wasn't doing any damage against Citron. He's on my team, isn't he? I literally, I'm recording this just after I did the last episode where I was playing as Super Brains. So I kind of still have in my head that plants are enemies, and I guess it's going to take me a little while to get used to it. So let's talk strategy a little bit then. So, he's kind of an all-round player. He's got decent health. He does decent damage. He's kind of not the best at anything, but if you can use his moves cleverly, he's quite versatile. He can be used at quite a few different ranges. He's quite good close range, and he can do a little bit of damage longer range. I guess medium range is really where his speciality is, and so that's kind of where I was trying to stay. I kind of count that game as a warm-up game because it was kind of my first time playing as him. I'm kind of getting into this swing of things, and I also kind of only joined like partway through the game as well, and I think I always find that a little bit jarring, even if the game had only just started. Like you kind of don't know, you kind of take a while just to learn what's going on. So let's while we're between rounds, let's go and see if we can get any more costumes. So we want to be buying the fertilizer fun packs, and hopefully we can get some cool things we can dress up as. And I've very nearly got that cactus. It's exciting. I don't know. Oh, look at its head. There's little things living in its head. Yeah, I never really unlock the characters by buying these packs. You normally get them from the really expensive packs. And I got something there. Oh, look. Oh, I got that new cactus. And I also got some shaker sights. Oh, are they like salt and pepper shakers I can have in my eyes? So if I want to dress up like that, then that is something that I can do as well. So let's try and do a little bit better this round. So the thing is, this mode's a bit weird because like you need to be aggressive because you need to get the orbs, but you also don't want to be vanquished because you're kind of giving them away. So it actually plays very differently to normal Vanquish, where in normal Vanquish I'd be a little bit more passive and I'd care a little bit more about staying alive. But in this round you can't as much just because you do have to go and try and get quite close. So I do think that Kernel Corn is probably quite a good character for this game mode, and this is actually probably quite a good level as well, because his butter barrage is quite a good attack, and in fact almost all of his attacks are good against like a group of enemies, basically, because if you think about it, like the butter barrage just drops things down, so if there's a group it will hurt them. The husk hop, you can kind of like jump over the entire team and do damage that way, and then you got the other one, the shock shot, which also does like good damage against the area. So he's actually kind of good against going up against groups, which is quite handy. And at this level, there's kind of a lot of good choke points. Like you can see, like this area here, like this archway. This could be like a place where there's like a big group pushing through. And so if you can kind of see where they're pushing from, it's a good way to kind of try and trap them. And it's also quite lucky as well because I got this beautiful little sunflower who's who's following around behind me, and should help me a lot. So what I want to do is I want to sneak around to that doorway ahead of me, and I'm going to go and throw down my butter barrage straight away, and hopefully do a lot of damage against any zombies that are poking out. This soldier might be a bit of a trouble. I'm going to try and ignore them for now, just so I can get that butter barrage down, but now I have no real choice but to attack. So even though I was taken out there, hopefully, there we go, you can see that. From the grave, my batter barrage was to do a lot of damage. So not only was I able to take someone out, I hopefully did a lot of damage. So of course, the ideal situation was that I would have stayed alive there as well. But that wasn't as big a fail as it might seem. So on this level, I think that's basically going to be what my strategy is, to try and guess where the enemy team are spawning and try and kind of trap them in one of those doorways. So they're all pushing out together, and then I can just go and, even if I just spray in with my cod busters, hopefully I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage. I want to be careful and make sure no one's sneaking up behind me, but as you can see, there's loads of them. Pretty much like everyone in the game is over there. If I get a good butter barrage down there, I can deal a lot of damage. So I might be kind of sacrificing myself here again, but let's try and get that in, and then I can go and shoot this in like that and do even more damage. Let's try and finish off that guy because this guy spotted me, but I need to get those orbs. There's no point taking them out, and as you can see, so that Vanquish didn't really mean anything. Because they were able to get the orb straight away afterwards. But look at this. I can just spray into there, and I am dealing loads of damage. This guy's pushing up a little bit, so I can go and try and do my little hop. I don't know how well that did, but yeah, I'm still alive, and that's kind of the thing that matters. And I was really hoping to stay alive long enough to do my butter barrage, because when there's a big group, you kind of need to take out all of them, because otherwise it's very difficult to push in. So I don't actually think I like this game quite as much as normal Vanquish, just because I kind of feel forced to be kind of more aggressive than I normally would. Like, I kind of feel like to play well in this game mode, there's not as many different ways that you can play this game mode, and so I find it a little bit less interesting, but I kind of wanted just to experiment and play around with different things. And once again, look, we can see them all coming out of that same doorway over there, so I'm going to try and sneak up. You can see I'm not shooting yet, because they don't know I'm here yet. There's no need for me to shoot. I kind of want to make sure I can sneak up on them, and so I can kind of do a little bit of damage, and then I can sort of duck around like that, and now I can go and use my my suck shot and try and take out that engineer. There we go. That was a nice, easy shot because they were motionless, and I'm kind of just dealing loads of damage from long range. It looks like they're not spawning from this doorway anymore. Oh, no, they are. No, that's a plant. That's a plant. It's okay. So, yeah, let's go and keep pushing around and try and work out where they're spawning. It looks like most of them are coming down from that doorway down there. So I want to keep the high ground and just try and stay safe. Like, if I got cover here, even if they spot me and start shooting me, I can just immediately duck behind the cover. So unless they take me out in one shot, I should be safe. So let's try and do a long range butter barrage and drop it down there. So there's going to be butter dropping all the way down there and hopefully dealing some damage. And there we go. I took one out with the butter barrage as well. So that was a double Vanquish there, which yeah, was pretty decent. There's a soldier down here. Let's try and shoot him. I kind of want to shoot in front of him, and that was once again a very nice shot. And you can see here how I'm being. Oh no, there's a guy right next to me. Oh no, I was too slow. I should have done my husk hop. So you can see I did some very good job getting some Vanquishes then, but I don't know how many of them actually counted, because yeah, I don't know if any of my teammates were able to get the orbs. So yeah, I don't know how successful that actually was. And whoa, the game really slowed down there. We are winning though, and even if we don't get the orbs, taking out the other teams and kind of thinning out their numbers is always a good thing to do anyway. So let's try being a bit more aggressive. It means there's a good chance I'm gonna not survive for as long. But hopefully I can do a bit more damage. So this time, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to throw in the butter barrage. I'm going to fire this, then I'm going to go and charge straight in. I'm not going to back off. I'm just going to charge straight in as fast as I can and make sure that if I do take them out, I'm going to be able to finish them off. And what was that? What took me out then? Oh no, I'm still alive. I thought I died, but I'm still going. That was good though. I did pretty good then. I'm getting healed straight away, which is handy. Let's go and try and revive this person as well and get them back up so they can kind of join into the fray. On Vanquish modes, it's very important to make sure that you are trying to bring people alive as much as you can. And I keep panicking and shooting my teammates. And there we go. We were able to win. That was another successful game. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to back out now, and I'm going to switch over just to playing normal Vanquish, I think, and see how to play differently. So I think kind of how I played at the end might be a better way for this game mode, where you kind of drop the butter barrage, and kind of in the chaos and confusion, you then charge in and kind of use all of your other abilities. So like a good way to play the game is to kind of charge in, use all of your abilities quickly, and then kind of just back off for a little bit. Like, don't just run away, but sort of stay back and sort of try and stay alive, and just maybe use your cod busters or whatever else you have. And then once your abilities are about to finish kind of the cooldown period, then you charge back in and kind of do the same again. That means like every time you're facing enemies, you're doing like maximum damage, so you're less likely to give away a Vanquish because you're staying alive. But when you are attacking, you're going to be very deadly. So let's go and do just normal standard team Vanquish and jump back in. And let's see whether Kernel Cobb is better at the Vanquish Confirmed or the normal Vanquish. And there we go. This is perfect. We're literally jumping straight back into the same mapper as well, so we can do a direct comparison and yeah, kind of see what works better. I kind of feel that Kernel Cobb might be one of the best characters to use for the Vanquish Confirmed, just because he's so good at doing damage close range. But I just think I prefer normal Vanquish, so I think that's literally all the differences. And let's not worry about customizing, because I don't know how much time there is left in the game, as I kind of want to get straight in there. Old-fashioned hamburgers vanquish those zombies. Jolly good. And there we go. We lost. I hate that. I hate games that allow you to join mid-game. Like, it's fair enough if the game's within the first few minutes, but when the game is literally ending like that, because you always join the losing team. Because what happens is, like, one team will start doing better and like be winning, and then the other team will get annoyed, and so they'll start quitting out. And because they quit out, that team will start doing even worse, and then they start doing even worse, and then there'll be like spaces on that team, which means that then like more people go and join in on that team, and then it's just annoying for them, and it's frustrating. So if you're a game developer, and there's a small chance you are, please don't allow you to make people join. Like, I get it, because if the game just turned empty, it would be boring. But like, yeah, I think at least have a limit to the amount of time that there is that you need left in the game until you join in. But it doesn't matter, because what this does mean is it allows me to start a new game from the very beginning of the game. So that means I get one more full game just to play as Kernel Cobb. And all the zombies are leaving, even though they won. All of the zombies are starting to back out. And what I want to do very quickly as well, as soon as I know this is the start of the game, I'm going to go and do a little bit of customization as well. And I don't know if I know this level very well. The Z-Tech Factory. Yeah, I don't know if I know this level very much. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be like. So I don't know if this is a good level to play as Kernel Cobb, but hopefully it is. So let's go and I got some new things. Let's put these condiment goggles on. I think it's supposed to be like a bunch of ketchup and stuff splattered all over them. So let's dress up like that. Let's not waste too much time though, because I do want to jump into the game. So yeah, there we go. Perfect timing. I'm here for the start of the game, and oh, I do know this level. All right then, let's go and vanquish 50 zombies then. So these rounds probably will last a little bit quicker, but just because like every time you get a vanquish, it's going to count unless they get revived. And so can I use my jump? Oh, look at that. I can use my jump to get over the top there, and then I can push in straight away and start dealing some damage. I want to back up a little bit here because I'm getting shot from the side. I know I was probably a little bit too aggressive then. I think I got a little bit too greedy in finishing off that kill. But sometimes if you kind of attack in that fast, you can kind of surprise people and they're not ready. And no, I'm the only vanquish. You see the scoreboard? I'm the only one to be taken out. So it looks like there's a Citron over here. So let's go and try and stick with him and try and give him a little bit of support. And actually there's a scientist over in this direction as well. They're going to be good for trying to keep me healed up. So let's go and try and head around with this guy a little bit, shall we? And there's another pirate. Oh, that's a pirate. The pirates aren't friendly, are they? That was a bad idea. Why do I keep getting so confused as to who's friendly or not? Let's try and use the husk hop to try and stay alive. And what I can actually do is if I drop that down behind me, then that means if anyone tries to follow me, they're going to get stuck in the butter barrage. And that is actually exactly what happened. I was able to deal some damage against that pirate. So my health's gone up a little bit. I feel safe enough to go and push in a little bit more and try and deal a bit more damage. But as you can see, my abilities have all kind of run out, so I'm going to back off for a little bit, allow my health to go up, and then once the abilities have recharged a little bit more, I'm then going to go and push in again. I'm still kind of just learning the map a little bit more and kind of working out where the other teams are going from. That's probably one of the most important things to focus on if you're trying to get better, is to really try and work out where is your team spawning and where is the other team spawning, because then like you're less likely to get like snuck up on. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the butter barrage and then go around the corner, and so there we go. You can see that they pushed out to try and take me out, and then they were taken out by my butter barrage. That was like a perfect opportunity to use it then. And I'm expecting there to be more zombies around here, and yeah, there are, because they seem to be kind of coming from this direction. Always expect there to be more of them. So I'm going to go and try and sneak around the back if I can, and try and not get seen until I attack. And oh no, I was too slow. I was just outnumbered then. I thought my teammates were closer behind me, but they weren't, and that was just 2v1. There was very little I could have done there. If I was quicker doing the husk hop, I might have been able to do a little bit more damage before I was taken out, but I kind of think that no matter what, I was going to go and get taken out then anyway. So there's a parrot here, and let's go and try and take out this guy if we can. They're going to be sometimes quite tricky to hit, because yeah, my my corn bits travel through the air quite slowly, and let's go and try and push into the middle here, and yeah, let's go and try and work out once again where the other team are going from. There's a pea shooter here, so I'm going to go and sort of follow around here. Actually, we've got a big group here, actually, which is probably quite a good thing to do, to kind of go and move around as a group and deal some damage that way. Then hopefully we can go and try and outnumber the other team. I'm going to throw down my butter barrage there, and I should be able to take up this guy pretty easily. Once again, I kind of just saw him before he saw me, making it much easier for me to deal damage. I want to go and try and jump out of here and just try and stay alive. Luckily, because I got other teammates, they kind of just work as distractions. You know, even if they don't take out the other players, it kind of means that the other team doesn't really know who to shoot, and they can just play as a big distraction. And a bit of a dangerous area here because there's zombies all around me, and I don't have any of my abilities, and I don't have full health. But as you can see, I now got some distractions, aka teammates, so I feel safe to go and try and push out again. Let's go and try and use my suck shot and kind of just charge it down there and see if I can do some damage. And this is actually going to be a great time to use my butter barrage as well. And that was perfect placement. I should hopefully deal a lot of damage here. I want to go and try and take out this this parrot as well, and sadly it looks like I wasn't able to do as much damage as I hoped there. In fact, I don't know if I actually did any damage then, so it wasn't the best use. And now we have an imp pushing up here, so I just kind of want to stay alive here and deal as much damage. Like, I feel like I'm going to be taken out any second now, but I just kind of want to deal as much damage as I can before I get taken out. And there we go, I actually took out 3 of them there. Not too bad, and I'm actually still alive. But because I've been here for a long time though, there's probably going to be lots of enemies pushing in, and I'm going to get taken out soon. But so far, I'm actually kind of surprised how long I was able to stay alive then. That was a very good, a very bad, sorry, butter barrage then, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm kind of just still kind of jumping around here, staying alive, and luckily my teammates have pushed up as well here. So this has been a pretty good run for me so far here. I've stayed alive a lot longer than I thought I would, and I'm still dealing damage. It's not over yet. I'm still trying to take out as many people as I can, and that's kind of a good example of how bad this is at range. You can see the longer you shoot, kind of the worse it is as range. So if you want to be really accurate, you've got to kind of tap like that and shoot a little bit slower, but it means you do you do not very good damage. So if you're against something that does better range damage, kind of it's just best just not to fight at all in that situation. I think it's kind of the best way to go. I want to get in cover here. I think there's a parrot actually shooting me from the skies, so let's go and try and back off a little bit here. And oh no, I was taken out. I thought I was going to be able to safely get around the corner, but there's a little imp that pushed in afterwards. Luckily, I was able to get revived, so it doesn't matter. That Vanquish literally means nothing, because yeah, the points gets taken away, and whoa, that was a lot of damage I was able to do then. I've kind of got a little bit stuck here, but luckily, because there's so many teammates around me, yeah, I was able to stay alive, and yeah, carry on my battle. And look how many Kernel corns there are. So normally, if there were this many people of the same class, oh look at that sneaky guy. Yeah, normally if there's this many people of the same class, like I would switch to be something else, because you generally want like a good mix of different classes. But yeah, seeing as I'm doing my my master class series, I think it's probably a best idea just to stay as this guy. Yeah, just so I can kind of see it through to the end of the level. So I'm being very aggressive here. I'm probably going to end up getting taken out, but as long as I do more damage than I take, then overall it counts as a victory. And there we go. That's another good use of the husk hop used to stay alive, and anything else that was around me would have taken damage if it was underneath me. And now I can go in a bit of a flank here because everyone seems to be fighting from the other side. And oh, it's the end of the game. I didn't even keep track of it. Oh, we lost. Oh, we lost. There I was patting myself in the back saying, oh, you're doing very well, Stampy. It ended up, we lost anyway. What's the score? Oh, we lost by loads. We got absolutely destroyed. I think that might have been because we had too many people as Kernel corns. I think maybe if we had a few more sunflowers or pea shooters in there as well, then we might have been able to do a little bit better. But overall, I'm happy with my personal performance there. I did the best I could. I got a lot of assists there as well, and a 2.0 vanquish to death ratio, which means, you know, I did twice as much damage as I took, essentially. You know, I took out twice as many people as I was taken out, and so I guess I did my bit. I probably could have done a little bit more, but I think I helped the team. But sadly, overall, we lost, and that happens. You know, you can't win every game, and that's just something that you need to accept. But hopefully, this video did help you if you are trying to play as Kernel Corn. Hopefully, if not, I've at least kind of converted you to how good Kernel Corn is. If you haven't played as him very much, trust me, play as him. He's just fun. I just enjoy playing as him. I think he really fits to my play style, and I just love his attacks, and just that husk hop is just so much fun to do. I could just do that all day. So sadly, that is the end of this masterclass episode. I'm going to be doing another one very soon, where I'm going to be going and playing as one of the zombies again. So yeah, I'm going to be going through and eventually trying to play as every single different zombie and plant in this game. So yeah, we have quite a few more to go, which is good because I absolutely love doing these videos. But sadly, that is the end of this one here. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.